Oh, come on, you piece of garbage. Cheap China made bullshit. Why can't anything be made in America?
Hi, I'm Bixby. It's great to meet you.
Alright, here we go. Alright, guys, sorry about that. I was having some technical difficulties, like cell phone service was not the greatest, apparently, even though it said that I had full signal LTE. Apparently, LTE doesn't work out in the middle of nowhere. So, we just learned something today. Don't film YouTube videos on I-10. But maybe we can get my viewer count back that I had on the last one. Anyways, guys, so like, before I had all the interruptions of the cell service going out and stuff like that, even though I had LTE signal, I don't know how it was good. So in this segment is going to be knowledge talks, bullshit walks. Okay. You know, because there is a lot of bullshit that goes on in the trucking industry, a lot of bullshit that goes on in your daily lives, stuff like that. So this is where I'm saying is knowledge walks, talks, bullshit walks. The reason why is, okay, with all the people that are trolling me, alright, that's bullshit. So that walks. On out of here. And you know what I got for the trolls? Keep on trolling. Because you ain't gonna get your own troll little guy, little dog, LaShawn, Trucker Brown, Hammer Down. Let's see, who else out there? Ike Stevens, the Woody Trucking Show, whatever you call him. Go troll all those guys. Don't troll me. So, that being said, you know, like truck drivers are worse at truck stops for bullshit another driver. Hey, how fast the trucks go, how good the benefits are, stuff like that. They overtalk their companies. I've run into a lot of melting drivers that do that. I've run into a lot of guys that work for Prime that do that. Not saying Prime's a bad company, not saying, you know, Melton's a bad company, because I ain't never been to both of them, so I don't know. You know, that is a good question, Steel Wolf. That is a very good question. A couple of the guys look like they were pretty young, all that, so probably would tell you. Well, I ain't no wet. I'm still wet behind the ears, but I ain't been. It ain't like it's my first time around the block. That's part of that's part of what I'm saying. Bullshit walks, because you know, drivers are going to bullshit you about every company out there. Drivers are going to tell you bullshit. People are going to bullshit you at the shippers, the receivers, all that stuff. So you got to learn to understand what bullshit walks and what bullshit they leave. You know, right there for you to, you know, play around with it. you know, as I'd like to say, because there's 101 things that, you know, possibly could go on within an hour, and probably about 75% of it is bullshit. And you know what I do with it? Toss it out the window. Toss it in the trash can, because it ain't useful to me. You know, just such as, okay, you know, load scooter, flatbed. I don't know everything. I know enough to get me down the road and be safe about it. Okay? I know enough to get me to where DOT will look at it and go, man, that looks good. Is it legal? Yeah. Here's the WLL on all this. Okay. You overdid it. Yes, I was actually getting ready to go to that. Thank you, Steel Wolf. So, and then another part of it that I was about to throw out there, just one and a cup of coffee. I had a cup of coffee, I had an energy drink, now I'm working on my second Gatorade, and about to start on my second energy drink, and about to go get my second cup of coffee. You got guys out there that I refer to as your super trucker. Actually, I tell you what's the best one that'll get you hyped and will have you wired all day. And this is just an energy drink. It's take a Monster and a Red Bull. Doesn't matter which ones. You can do your low calorie if you like that. But you take it, you mix it together, put some ice in a blender, pour it all in there, blend up some ice with it, make a slushy with it. And that stuff will have you wired all day. I drank 2 of those one time and could not go to sleep for 48 hours. Yeah, you got the super truckers out there that will just lie and lie their asses off to you about how much they make, about how good their company is, what they're making per mile, how much they're taking home per week, what their benefits are, how nice of equipment they got, and all that stuff. And I've been up since 3 a.m. Mountain Time. I've been up for a little bit already this morning. And let's see here, how many miles have we covered so far this morning? I've covered almost 300 miles a day already. Perks of having a 70 mile an hour. Because now I ain't having to fight with a 62 mile an hour truck to get 620 miles down the road in a day. I can easily do that in a 70 mile an hour truck, depending on where I'm at. Okay, the other day it took me 7 hours to get from Las Vegas to California into LA down to Tarzana to drop a load. Took me 7 fucking hours to do that. Most of that was spent from San Bernardino to LA. 94 miles, and it took me almost 6 hours to do it. That'll tell you how bad California traffic is. I wouldn't discredit some of that as a, what do you call it? I mean, I've heard of some JB Hunt drivers actually making almost 6 figures a year, but they've been at the company for a while. And I'm talking 10 plus years. But I wouldn't discredit that. But I've also heard that about Walmart. So, oh fuck. No. I wouldn't believe that one bit. Would not believe it. Because I got a buddy there that works in their brokerage side. I know exactly what their drivers are making when they start out. But see, that's what I'm talking about. Knowledge talks, bullshit walks. That's where I go into the bullshit walks part. See? Just tell them, well, you can take that bullshit right there, super trucker, and just let it walk on out the door. You see that? This is just as easy as it is. You don't get yourself all bent out and out of shape over stupid stuff, just like the trolls that's trolling me. Just keep trolling, because you ain't gonna get to me. Yes, I am giving them a little bit of time of day because I think it's funny just to mess with some of them. Like Larry June, I fucked up and timed out the actual real Larry June versus the fake Larry June one time on one of my last videos. Yeah, no shit, there I was. But, the super truckers and the truck stops, like Still Wolf just said, they're going to feed you full of bullshit. Your super truckers going down the highway, they're going to feed you full of bullshit, just like the shippers and receivers. Your shippers may say, oh, we ship this load like this all the time. And you look at it and you go, yeah, and I call bullshit. You just think I'm a chump that ain't that's gonna damn haul it like this. I've had to do that. Like down there in Dallas, since I've been here at Kiwi, they loaded me with damn chain link fence, and I looked at it, and they go, what's wrong? I said, this looks like a bullshit damn jam load right here, and they said, oh no, we ship that stuff like that all the time. I said, I know, I see it going down the highway, but I don't want to fucking haul it. And they go, well, what are you saying? You're refusing to load? I said, no. I said, but this is some damn bullshit. And, it paid good, but damn, it was bad. By the time I got my straps on it and everything like that, the load had moved into like this because it's chain link fence. It moves. It's like insulation. You could tighten it down to where it's secure and snug on the trailer, but you just don't feel like it. You got your straps tight enough on that stuff because you don't want to damage it, but you want to make sure it's secure as possible. I think on that load I had 16 straps on that entire load, and I still didn't feel like I had enough on it. And I had a strap like every 3 feet. Yeah, had a couple 4 2-inch on there, a bunch of 4-inch. I mean, it looked like I knew what I was doing, but in the back of my mind, I'm sitting there going, yeah, I hope this shit makes it there. But yeah, stuff like that. Let's see here, catch up with the comments. I am in Fort Stockton, Texas, in Pecos County, Texas. I am on my way down to Houston right now to drop a load. It's a 2-stop. Drop 90% of the load there in Houston, and then take a piece up to Augusta, Georgia, which is going to work out great because I ain't going to slow down on the hills. Keep right on trucking. I am a little bit upset though. Had to give up my step deck for a flatbed. I am a little upset because I miss my step deck. I really miss that step deck. Oh, the family's doing all right, dude. They're doing good. Having a few little issues. A few people in my family on that side of things. Other than that, everything's going good. But let's get back on topic real quick. Once we get done with that, then we'll go cut this live feed back off, and then we'll start another one for BS Q&A session and all that until I have to roll out for my to finish up my day here, because I got 7 hours left. And I'm hoping to make it past San Antonio today. We have 46 hours and 44 minutes left on the 70 because I got a reset in while I was in California in the middle of the week, waiting on a load. And that was great. Got some extra sleep and stuff like that, so. From where I killed myself driving almost 2,000 miles to California. Let's see here. Alright. Sorry, I'm looking at truck stops right now to stop at for today. But yeah, like I was saying though, knowledge. Okay, like I said before, knowledge talks, bullshit walks. Okay, so never overspeak yourself here. Okay, never do that. Okay, you have to carry yourself in a professional and knowledgeable manner out here for you to be respected by the other drivers, by your fellow drivers. Okay, you have to carry yourself, be humble about yourself, and do all that stuff very well, and have knowledge and speak real knowledge, not bullshit knowledge, super trucker knowledge, being a jackass knowledge. Holy fucking shit, what the hell are you talking about knowledge? Serious stuff, like, you see a driver, hey, I'm trying to quit. It's went from where I'm over a pack a day down to a pack a day, and I'm slowly working my way back. Okay, so, but, you got to be humble about yourself out here. Always remain humble. Always be open-minded to learn something new every day. Okay, you got to speak smartly when you're talking to other truck drivers, talking about your knowledge and how you've done stuff and this and that and the other. don't create a bullshit story that sounds so far-fetched that they look at you like you're a super trucker. Okay? Speak the truth. If they call bullshit on it, you just prove them wrong. Okay? Especially with load security. Like, I'll walk up to a flatbedder that's got a load that I ain't never hauled before on his trailer, and I'll ask him questions about it to see if he could, tell me a little bit, about the load and stuff like that. And then once he tells me what it weighs and stuff like that, and I look at his securement and stuff like that, and he'll go, this is the way that I do it. Other guys have got different ways and stuff like that of doing it, and I'll agree with him. And then I would tell him, well, with it being this much weight and this and that and the other, I see the way you got it secured, your DOT legal, and leave it at that and go, man, that's good securement. Me, personally, I would do more, but, it's all preference. Be respectful. Keep the humbleness about yourself and be willing to learn. That's where I say knowledge talks and bullshit walks. You know what I'm saying? Because like my brother, he's a very knowledgeable truck driver. He can drive the hell out of a truck. But he can tell some bullshit to you that you just look at another driver and go, I ain't super trucker. You see? So you got to learn how to decipher between factual and non-factual stuff out here and all that. So that's just what I want to, put out there right now. Steel Wolf, I'm going to give you a call probably today if you're not busy. Dave, I got to give you a call as well. I ain't heard from you in a while. Let's see here. Oh yeah, Steel Wolf, you gotta have it on, man. Because the minute that you let another truck driver push you over, or a shipper push you over and put it on your head that, feed you full of bullshit, is the minute that you just didn't, let the bullshit walk. You just let the bullshit talk. You know what I'm saying? Or you can do it as you make them think that you're listening to them and you're just letting it go in one ear and out the other. Okay. But, it's just the little things that people let bother them out here and stuff like that. And actually, I'm going to roll into another subject and touch on that for a few minutes. And then, and all that. So, I get asked all the time to post videos about, from other drivers that, want people posting stuff out there about the real life of driving a truck. So, discussing it with my fiance, my family, friends, and other drivers, and everybody agrees that I need to put this video out there. Okay? The harsh reality of driving a truck. You have to be mentally prepared for this. Because this is a mind, pardon my French, a big mind fuck out here. Because you work hard, you bust your butt out here every single day. While your wife and kids are at home. Then you got drivers out here that'll feed your mind full of shit. Says, oh, she's probably cheating on you. She's probably got a man at home and stuff like that. That's when you gotta damn let that bullshit walk. Because you gotta trust in yourself that you know that she's not doing none of that at home, right? Or you get out here and then you get to missing home so much. start forgetting the reason why you're out here. You start missing home so much that you start skipping on the little details, such as load speed, being safe on the road. You just start, turning into that super trucker that just doesn't care about anybody out here. All right, brother. You be safe, man. And so you turn into a super trucker, basically, so to speak, and then you get to where you start questioning your stability in your job. Then you start asking yourself, well, should I quit and go run day cab or a regional route where I'm home every other day? Don't lose sight of what you set a goal for. Remember, remain strong within yourself. Everything has a reason. The reason why you're doing something. Other people see this as a job out here, and I see it as a career, because that's what it is. See, I got dreams. Yep. Good point there, Still Wolf. I got goals. My goal is to buy me a truck. My goal is to pay said truck off. My goal is to build me my own truck based off of my personality, the looks that I want it to look like, going down the road every single day. I want to be able to take pride in myself, my abilities, and my equipment. Not being running for a company, not saying that company trucks are bad trucks, but what I'm saying is I want to be able to have that freedom. And if I want to go home a week and a half after I've left the house, I just want to go home and take 4 days off, I got that ability because I own the truck. It's not like you're running for a big company in a big company truck where you have to stay out. So as long as the truck payment gets paid, fuel payment, insurance, fuel costs, not fuel payment. Insurance, permits, tags, registration. What more do you want? Bills get paid at home. You running around, you got your own truck, you're making your own money, you're making your own future. And where people make the mistake at doing that type of stuff out here, and I've seen it, is they don't prepare themselves for it. They don't prepare themselves for that what-if scenario. They don't prepare themselves for a week where they may not get a paycheck. They don't prepare themselves for, 3 months without a paycheck. Because the truck's always in the shop. It's not making money if it's in the shop. Because you can't figure out what's wrong with it. Or it's just taking, one thing after another to keep the thing running. And if you love your job and you love, what you do, you're going to sacrifice everything that you can to make sure that your family's taken care of, that you're taken care of. You're going to make sure that you're better prepared. I hear about it all the time on the CB. The guy saying, man, I'm about to hang this up. Well, why? Well, I just can't afford to run my own truck. Well, what's going on? Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Maybe I can make you feel better. Maybe I can help you out a little bit, give you some information and some stuff to, do that you might have not have thought about. And all of it goes back to not properly prepared, taking all the money that they're making instead of putting a little back for maintenance and stuff like that, they're spending it. Instead of, spending $1,000 a week on that nice car, why don't you take about, $500 of that, put it in the savings account for the truck. will get you a $500 a month car payment. Just stuff like that. People just, improperly prepare themselves for it. You hear it all the time. Oh, trucking ain't worth it no more. It ain't worth it to own your own truck. You can't make no money out here. Blase, blase, blase. Yeah, you can. You have to be smart at what you do. It's the people that aren't smart that makes the trucking industry look terrible. And I call making money because I come from the military where I wasn't getting paid but $1,500 every 2 weeks. Okay? To, where I was making $3,000 a month. That's not a bad income. But you go from that to where you're making $1,000 take home a week. $1,300 a week take home. That's where I'm looking at it like, yeah, you can make money, but how much more can I make? You got to show me. Once they show me, I do the math. I do the figures in my head. I figure it out well before I make a decision. Financially, can I afford to do this? I'm a big numbers guy. And I can run numbers, all day long. Put shit together on paper. But it doesn't mean nothing. It goes right out the window. Till you get hard figures and stuff like that, you got to figure out what your operating costs are and stuff like that. So, we're not going to be an owner-operator anytime soon. We're giving Kiwi a chance to show me, what their freight looks like. Once I feel like I'm ready to step out there and lease a truck on here, we're going for it. We're going for the gold. Right now, we're putting the money back. We're stabilizing the family from the downturn, falling on our faces and stuff like that at TMC. So, this is not downgrading them by any way. We're slowly picking ourselves back up. So now, it's time to start picking up and start running with it. And start putting more back. Start getting the bills paid on time. Catching up to where I was before I started. I'm actually considering that still, Wolf. Actually talking to Courtney about that. And I appreciate that, brother. That does mean a lot to me. At least to hear it from you. Because you're a lot older than me still, Wolf. Grant you. You are a lot older than me. And for you to say something like that to a guy as young as I am, because I am 27 years old, I'm still wet behind the ears, young and dumb, full of cum, whatever you want to say. For somebody, 30 years older than me almost, to say, hey, you got your head screwed on right. You better not let it come unscrewed. That does mean a lot. And I do appreciate that. I do appreciate the friendship that I have with some of you guys out here. It's what, helps me do the videos that I do, And I'm going to give Anthony Facer a real big shout out, though. Dude's funny as hell. Real good guy. Love him to death. He's a real good buddy of mine. And, he's an awesome guy to talk to. He's just an all-around good guy. So, but all that being said, guys, I'm going to jump off here. My 30-minute break's up. I'm over about 6 minutes on the 30-minute break. I think this video hasn't gotten long enough. We're gonna jump off here. We're gonna shag ass on down the road a little bit further. I have not yet decided whether I'm gonna, where I'm gonna stop at just yet, because I've got a couple truck stops in mind that I want to see if I can make it to. So we're gonna try. I appreciate that, Steel Wolf. You stay safe out there too as well. We'll keep the shiny side up, the greasy side down. Eastbound and down, we gone.